welcome to another video on my channel. I wanted to do this get to know me video because I've been making videos for a few weeks now, and I realized that you guys don't really know that much about me other than like going on outings and things like that, a few days in my life, just things like that. So I thought it'd be fun to do a little get to know me video. If you're new to my channel, if you've been here and you don't really know that much about me either, I just thought it would be fun for us to do a little get to know me video. I have a few questions lined up, but if you guys have any questions as well, like after watching this video, definitely comment them below. I would love to answer your questions in a future video because I really don't know like what it is that you guys would like to know about me, and I don't really know like what it is that I should answer, if it's too vague, things like that. But I made a little coffee. It's a decaf because it's already 6 in the afternoon, but I wanted like a cute little drink, and I didn't really particularly want a tea. Even though I normally will drink a tea, I instead wanted a decaf because sometimes I just like the flavor of coffee, so I would prefer to have a decaf so that I'm not like up all night. And then I made it in my cute little gingerbread girl mug, and isn't it just the cutest thing you've ever seen? Like literally, I'm in love with it. I shared her in my last video, I believe it was, that she has like these cute little button hearts, and she has like little lashes and a dress detail down here, and she's just so cute. And she actually has like, I really like the size of the mug. It's not too big and it's not too small, but I love the little candy cane handle too. I don't know, but I just made a little cute little decaf. Okay, so let's get into it. My name is Elsie. And then I have like a list of, and sorry if I like look off to the side, my laptop is right here because I'm recording on my phone today. But I have like a list of some really general questions. I mean, we can always get into like some other things that I'm just doing at the moment, if that's stuff that you want to know about. Okay, so I realized that it was a little bit low the way that I had my camera, so I hope it adjusted it well. If not, we're just gonna work with it. But anyways, so I have a list of some really like general questions about myself, and then as I said before, if you guys have any questions about me or just for me, leave them in the comments. I would love to read them and I'll answer them in a future video. First question is, do I prefer coffee or tea? I do kind of feel like I answered that just right now. I don't really prefer teas. Like sometimes I need a coffee every morning, but sometimes like if it's later in the day and I don't really want that much caffeine, I'll drink a tea that's not caffeinated. And then I like teas for if it's cold and I don't want like a coffee, I'll drink a tea. So I like them both interchangeably, but for sure coffee is gonna be the winner for me. I would rather have a coffee. Like right now I'm having a decaf. I just prefer the flavor of it, like the taste of it. But I will always try a tea. I think it's good too. Let's see, what is another question? What's your favorite season of the year? My favorite season of the year is always, that's actually kind of hard. I think my favorite season of the year is springtime. I just really, really love the change of winter into spring. I love when it's like still kind of crisp outside in the mornings, but then like throughout the day it starts to get a little cooler. A little bit warmer, but it's not hot like the summertime. And so I'm from Arizona and it gets like 100+ degrees in the summertime. So like I love the summer and I actually don't mind the heat at all. But I do really love the feel of the weather during springtime. It's just like, I don't know, it's just so nice. I specifically love spring mornings though. Like I remember when I would like get up and go to school or things like that. Like I just loved the way that it felt outside. It was like kind of cool still, but it wasn't like cold and it wasn't like hot either. I don't know, but springtime is definitely my favorite. I love the flowers when they bloom. I just love being able to go out and do things in the springtime. Spring is definitely my fave. I'm just trying to think if there's like any other questions that I have on my mind. So what inspired you to start your YouTube channel? So I had this idea to start my YouTube channel back in 2020 during the pandemic because I just had so much time on my hands. I love to like create content. I love to share videos, just like photographs. Like I love content creation. It's just always been one of my favorite things. And I always did like photography and videography in high school, and then I did like yearbook. So I just loved creating the content to put out there. And so during the pandemic, I was like, let me start a YouTube channel, because I just think it would be fun like to do like record things that I'm doing around the house anyways. And so like I did for a little while make some videos. A few were like, I think I still have a few up on my channel if you want to go back and watch those. I feel like they're kind of like, oh no, I don't want to watch them. But I did like make some of like what I've been watching recently, like best shows to watch, what I've been listening to. I listen to a lot of podcasts, I read a lot of books. And so I just made a few videos like that, like a few recipes. And then I'm also really love plants. And I know that I had focused on that time on like having like some plant diaries. And you know, that was actually really fun for me because it reminded me to make sure that I check on my plants, I water them, I repot them, clean them, like all of that. It's just, and then it just, the collection grows and grows and grows. So in the pandemic, I definitely started my channel and had like this idea, but I also like put a lot of, I would say at the time I put a lot of stress, not stress, like, yeah, I would say like kind of like stress on making videos. Like I had to upload at this time, and I had to have everything be perfect in order to even film. And so I feel like I made a lot of obstacles for myself at that time, and then because of those obstacles I never really like committed to making the videos. So I only have a few on there still. I think I have a few that I had taken off only because they weren't the way that I would prefer to have my YouTube channel look. And so my husband actually just recently was like, I had the idea around the same time. He was like, I was looking at your YouTube channel and I was just thinking that you should make videos again. And I had already had the idea like around that same time. I was like, oh, I'm gonna remove those videos because I don't want to have any videos on there. And he was like, no, you should keep them and you should restart it because like you had a lot of fun during that time, even though you didn't like, you just had a lot of fun during that time. And I think that it would be really cool to just document stuff, things that we do, you know, events. We've done a lot of really cool stuff that I love to like think back on. And so I kind of wish now that even at that time when I did put that stress on those videos, I wouldn't have been that way. That way I could have recorded and just like documented many of the cool things that we've done so that I can like look back and reminisce. So that's why like I restarted it up, because he was just like, you should do it, and he was being so supportive. So I was like, let's just try it. But this time I'm not gonna be as stressed about it or as specific about how I want a video to look. So that's why with this one I'm just like, you know, what I can film I will. If I do feel like doing it, I will. I just don't want it to become something that's stress related, like it makes me stress out. So that's why I actually really just enjoy how I've been filming recently. It feels really natural, more natural than it did last time. So that's what made me restart my YouTube channel. So yeah, 2020 I started it, but now it's 2024 and I restarted it. And I really enjoy it. I really like to just document things, especially if it's just for me. If it's just for me to look back on the things that I've done in my life, or like, you know, a year from now when I look back at a specific video or some time frame, it just makes me feel excited. So I'm excited about that, to be able to document it for, like, I would love to, you know, have people who are watching my videos, but I also want to do it for myself. That way I can always like look back and be like, oh my god, do you remember when we did this and this? And so yeah, that's why I started my YouTube channel. It's just to document really my life and be able to look back at it whenever I want to. But that's really one of the main reasons. But yeah, and then so now that I mentioned a few of the things that I had recorded previously, like when I started in 2020, like a few of my interests that I would like to incorporate into my channel, is like when I first started, I really love plants. I still really love plants. I don't have as many as I did previously, and like during that time it was like experimental for me. It was like the first time that I was getting into taking care of plants and things like that, and my idea was really good at having plants, and then like my, you know, family members were really good at having plants. Like I think for us it was just fun. So I had like so many plants. I honestly don't even know what the number would be. I think it was like, it's not as many as some people, but I'm sure I had like 20-30 plants in the house at one time. But now I only have a few, and I have already shown you guys some in my previous vlogs. But I have a few, and I still really love taking care of them and getting new ones. And like, I want a big, like, I don't know, big type plants. I had a monstera previously. I think I want a monstera again. But yeah, so I would love to like incorporate plants into it. And then I also really like to read. Honestly, this year I have not been as good as I normally am with reading. I do tend to like to go the audiobook route a lot more than a physical book. Although I do still read physical books, it's just easier for me to have an audiobook on whenever I'm doing things around the house, or you know, I'm working on stuff, you know, things like that. So I've really been behind on my book reading this year. I would say, I think max I've read maybe 5, and last year I read like 50 to 60 books, and so I really let myself down with that one. But I do want to get back into reading. I just haven't. I don't know what happened there. But yeah, if you guys have any book recommendations, I would love those as well, because sometimes I get too caught up on like a specific genre or ones that like I'm interested in, and so I only stick with those. But I love to like try different types of genres, different recommendations, because sometimes like one of my favorite books is actually one that I would not have read on my own. I believe I wouldn't have read it on my own, but it's The House on the Cerulean Sea, and I still haven't read the second one, but I already have it, so I will start that one. Maybe that'll get me back into my books. But yeah, so I'm really into reading. Share your book recommendations for me. I want to get back on my track with reading 50 to 60 every year, if not more. But yes. Okay, so another thing I wanted to mention is what are some of my hobbies. So some of my hobbies, like I mentioned, was books, plants, and then I just recently, so over the past year, I got into crocheting. My Nana loves to crochet like her whole life, my whole life. I only remember her crocheting things, and so she taught me how to do a few like stitches when I was younger, but I never got into it. Like she gave me a hook and like some yarn, but like I never really touched it. And so a year ago, my mom gave me a ball of yarn and a hook that she had, and I was like, yeah, let me just, you know, make something. And so I did, and I actually realized that I liked it a lot. So in the past year, on and off, I've been crocheting items, and so that I'm actually really into crocheting right now. I have a lot of projects going on separate from each other that I have not even finished, so I don't know if that's just how it works when you crochet or knit or things like that, although I think I'm just personally really bad at finishing projects. So one of the first things that I had ever made with, you know, with crocheting is just like a cute little doily with some of the yarn that my mom has. I have it somewhere. I think my husband put it somewhere. But then I made a little like dinosaur T-Rex cuddler for my nephew, and that was like my first real project. I followed a YouTube tutorial that was so good. I'll link it. I'll share my picture of what it looks like. And so that was my first project, and I really just loved having something that you made. Like it was just so cool to me. And so I have actually a few things going on right now. So like I made this bag, and so like it probably, like I haven't finished putting everything on, but I made this bag, and then I realized that this is actually really too long because I'm not, like it goes really low. So I was thinking, I have like these jean big safety pins that are like for jeans or tightening your clothes. So I was thinking I could add a few here and a few on this side, because this is like the more sturdy yarn, to make it shorter. But I have like all my stuff in here. So right now I have a few projects. So I finished this bag. This is like my second real thing that I finished, and it's kind of wonky in some areas, and then I haven't finished like tucking this in, and then I had to match some of the yarn, so it's like 2 different types, but still I was just so happy to have something that I made. And then so another thing I'm working on is actually a scarf for my husband. It's just like a really cute scarf, and so the only thing with this is that I ran out of yarn. So I will have to find a yarn, either like make it a different color, so it could be like color blocked, or just find a similar yarn. But yeah, so that's what this, and then this was originally a beanie, but it was like this is a thick yarn, so it didn't do what I wanted it to do after I followed a tutorial. So then I ended up taking it apart, and making it a scarf. Then I have this is what's going to be a shirt for me, I believe. I have not finished it. This is just like the first part of it, and then I have the yarn somewhere else, but I want to finish that one. And then I have a few other things. Let me put these back. So I thought that was cool that I can use this bag for like storing my things. Okay, and then so I have this project as well. I have like this really pretty pink plushy type yarn that my husband got me, and I decided to make like a few granny squares. Like these ones are pretty solid squares, so I have like a few in here. And then I was thinking like I would make a big cardigan, a big kind of jacket type. I don't know how to do that, but I will find a tutorial. I just wanted to make like squares so it'd be easier for me to do it. And so I had first started with like a granny square type style, but honestly it wasn't my favorite. I'm still gonna use this for who knows what, but I mostly like the solid, and then I really love the color. And I have one in progress right now, and then I believe I have like another yarn ball of this as well, so I'm not too sure if I will have enough. I think I need quite a bit more, but we will see. And then so I'll do that. I'll show you guys that in another video as well. I kind of want to dedicate that to like a crocheting type video because I have a lot of things going on with that, and like I'm a beginner, so I don't really like know how to do crazy things, but the tutorials that I have watched have been pretty easy for me to follow. Like if you wanted me to read a pattern, I would not be able to, but if you show me how to do it on the video, I will learn that. Like I just learned how to do it by watching. I don't know what that's called. Like I cannot tell you what stitches those are, but it's easy to follow YouTube videos. So I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos, and I'll share more about that in a future video. But let's see, what's another question? Let's see, what's your favorite movie or TV show? My favorite movie, you know, my favorite movie is Titanic. I've always loved that since I was younger. I used to just love Titanic. I know it's like a sad movie and whatnot, but for some reason I just like loved it, and I just think I was so interested in like the true story of the Titanic that it just stayed with me forever, and I still can watch that over and over and over and over. That's my favorite. What's your favorite TV show? Ugh, TV shows are hard because I love so many. I really right now love K-dramas. I just like love K-dramas. They're just so easy for me to get into, and they break my heart, and then not all of them break your heart, but some of them do. So right now I'm actually rewatching Startup, one of my favorite shows, like K-dramas ever. I just love it, although I realize now how much I am torn in that show about like the love interest. It's just, if you haven't watched it and you like K-dramas, I recommend Startup. It's just so good. Okay, another question. What is your favorite way to relax after a long day? My favorite way to relax is, honestly, I am a homebody, and I love to just like sit on the sofa, make a little drink, a little tea, a little hot chocolate, a little decaf or coffee, whatever it is that you want to drink. Even if it's not a hot drink, you can have like your little iced poppy soda, whatever it is, and watch TV. That's like one of my favorite things. I love to watch TV, movies, and then like do something in the meantime as well. Like right now I've just been watching my movies or my shows, and then I crochet during that as well. Okay, another thing I wanted to share. What is your interests outside of YouTube? So I shared already a few of my interests, but I also wanted to share that I'm a small business owner. So I actually have my own small business. It's a luxury press-on nail business. So I started it 2 years ago. I'm actually wearing my own nails right now, but yeah, so I'll tag all and link all of it below in the description as well, but it's pressed by Elsie, and it's luxury press-on nails. So if you have like a nail design in mind, and you send that over, and I'd be able to recreate it on whatever length, shape, and style type nail that you would like. So that's what my small business is. And I was wanting to share that before I shared like my nail day video, I think, which was the last one I had. I just had not had nails on for so long that I was like, you know, I need to put a set on because I haven't filmed the Get to Know Me yet, and I just keep procrastinating. Yeah, so I will link my small business down below. I like sometimes on here I will share some of my nail videos, paint with me videos, just pictures, close-ups, things like that on my YouTube shorts. I haven't done any long form videos for a bit, and some of my long form videos are not that long for press on nails. If you guys would like to see more of that, definitely let me know in the comments. I would love to do that for you. I just didn't know if that was something that you guys were interested in. But yes, so you can always follow me on Instagram at Pressed by Elsie. I normally just stay on Instagram. You can find me on Instagram for that. I took a little bit of a break from it for the past few months, but I'm actually getting back into that right now. Let's see. What's a dream you hope to achieve in the next few years? So a dream I wish to achieve in the next few years would be growing this channel. I would love to grow this channel. Even though like I have the mindset right now that it's mostly like a for me to be able to look back on, I would love to have like just like grow this channel, grow with you guys, get close with you guys. Like I think that would be a dream of mine to achieve, especially because like I really do genuinely love to create these videos, and I think it's fun, and I think it's also fun to interact with you guys, like when you leave comments, and so that would just be a dream. Let's see. What is your favorite genre of music? My favorite genre of music is R&B. Like 100%. I love artists like Sabrina Claudio, Maida, Kiana Lead, Gallant. Like I love R&B artists. Sinead Hartnett, like just like love R&B for sure. My favorite type of music. I also really love Disney. Previously, I used to have like a Instagram dedicated to Disney, just Disney content. Like we had annual passes. We would go to Disneyland like once a month. And that's why I live in Arizona, so we would go to Disneyland like once a month on a weekend trip or a little bit longer. Like all of the movies that come out, we're always watching them. Like I am a Disney girly, like through and through. I am a Disney girly. Like you'll just notice that. Like I will share things that I love about Disney, and I'm always like on it with that as well. So I'm a Disney girly. Just wanted to share that with you guys. Let's see, what else do you guys want to know about me? I don't know what else there is to know. I have 2 doggies, a Chihuahua and a Bichon. Let's see. I don't know what else to share with you guys. How do you like to stay organized is one of the questions. The thing is, I am not a very organized person. I try to be organized. I would love to be organized, but I am not an organized person. I procrastinate a lot, which I'm actually surprised that I've been pretty good with my YouTube channel, sticking to the days, although I just missed one of my posting days, so there is my procrastination already happening, but I am trying to get ahead of that game, so I hope that doesn't happen again. But I am a procrastinator. Let's see, what else? My favorite color is green. I don't know. If there's anything else that you guys would like to know about me, leave a comment. I will make another video or share it in a future vlog. I like skincare, beauty, hair care. Like I said, I've been wanting to get into hair care, so I have been trying really hard to like grow my hair out. But as soon as it starts to get like, right now I think it's like maybe here. I don't know if long hair is for me. I do not know if it's for me, because literally I cannot sleep with long hair, and that's what I used to have it really long. I cannot sleep with it where it's at right now. Like I feel like it gets stuck, and so I've been trying to braid it at night, but I don't even like the feeling of having it braided. So I think I might want to shorten it up. Like I told myself I was gonna let it grow out this year. Well, not this year, like for a year, and I already want to cut it. So I will keep you guys posted on that, because I told my sister I was going to grow it out, and so I don't know. We will see. I think I want to cut it though. But anyways, I do love makeup. I think it's fun to wear makeup. Although I will say the last time I did a face of makeup, I broke out really badly. Well, not really bad. I broke out significantly. And so that's the only thing with me is like my skin sometimes hates it. But I just think it makes me feel better and it's fun. So there's that side of that. And then what else was I gonna mention? Oh man, I lost it. Maybe I'll show it in a future video. But anyways, yeah, really, like, I don't know. Those are some pretty vague things about me. My favorite holiday is Easter. I know that's probably like not what you're expecting, because normally people's favorite holiday is like Christmas and stuff, but Easter has always been my favorite. I feel like I just love spending that holiday with my family. It was always really fun, and it just feels like a good day. Like, I just love a good Easter morning. I don't know if you guys know what I mean, like the same way that you guys like that Christmas morning feels like, I get that for Easter. So Easter is my favorite holiday. I don't know, I just feel like if you guys continue watching my videos or subscribe and watch my past videos and my future videos, you guys will just get to learn more about some of my interests, get to know more about me personally. So yeah, I hope you guys will subscribe and follow along on my life on here, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys for watching, and I can't wait to see you guys in the next. Okay, bye.